Hi guys, welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. It's a beautiful day today. I'm just going to say thank you first of all to all the Rewake Retreat participants who came from all over the world to participate in Leila Sati, Don Tolman and myself. It was a beautiful retreat. There was a lot of tears, a lot of sadness, release, and that was just me. Boom! Yeah, it's amazing. One thing I learned from the retreat that I often say, but I needed to hear it again, and yeah, it was, the more we preach, the more we need to learn. So even the people who are sharing, you may think that they know everything and that they don't need to because they're sharing that information, but that's not true. And I've always said it, you've heard me in all my videos, in so many of them, the people who preach the most need to learn that what they preach. And that was me, and I broke down at the very end when Leila Sati did a fire ritual, which was really incredible, and she asked us to write down what we felt we needed to that's a cool bike. Yeah, she asked us to write down, and to be present to what we feel at any given moment. It was very clever how she did it, because how many of us actually look at ourselves and how many of us are actually present to that moment of what we want in our life, how we want to change our life. Really interesting. Well, I realized then and there, and I broke down and I said, I really need to practice what I preach. And yeah, it was lovely for me, and I know a lot of the participants really got something from it, as we all do. Life brings us people into our life that we meet and help us along a journey. It's not always, a retreat that changes your life, but one single soul who could be a complete stranger, and you can be blown away by a simple few words by them. So I guess life is a retreat if you look at it that way, and wherever you are. Today is a beautiful day because I'd like to talk about a topic that is kind of dear to me, and it's always been something that I find fascinating, because most of us are held in prison in our mind and we don't realize it. And it's true whether you like it or not. And the prison isn't just like you think, these walls that you're trapped in, but actually the prison can sometimes be a lack of knowledge sometimes. Now, if you think about this, most of us don't actually feel and channel. Most of us don't, because we're too busy in the world of what we need to learn, and we've been programmed. This is how the system works. As soon as you come out of the womb, you're thrown as quickly as possible into what's called the system. That's the school, and they make you learn, study. So basically it's a form of gentle brainwashing. They want you to learn everything that the books teach. So you're always memorizing. That's it. So your understanding of life has, if you take a child and don't put them in school and let them play in Mother Nature, let them learn, let them experience, you'll find that that child becomes more intelligent. And I don't mean intelligent IQ, I mean intelligent of greatness, genius, power, understanding of life. So if you take a child and just force feed them knowledge, all they ever have, and bear with me on this, I'm coming to the point, all you ever have is a child with the knowledge of what they've learned. That's it. And by teaching them and teaching them this knowledge over and over, it becomes that their life is only one computer up here, and actually feeling the truth seems to have disappeared. Now here's the thing, and this is where I think we should really think about this, because it's right important. When you feel certain things and you feel bad, or you're in a position in your body that something doesn't feel right, and what happens then? What happens in circumstances and situations where you just feel either lost, or you think, let's come back to that, or you're in a situation where you're lost. Just say you're lost. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what lost means. It means that you've gone to your head and you've gone to the files of your computer which is an amazing, intelligent system, filing system, that all the information that you've learned is stored there. Now, what happens when there is no information that gives you the outcome or what's wrong with you? What do you think happens then? I'll tell you what happens. You become lost, and then you start to look for certain things in your filing system that is possibly the closest thing to how you feel. And that's when your head feels more comfortable, because it's found a solution to a certain thing, because you've asked it a question. So the brain, like it does, very clever tool, looks for the nearest solution. However, the brain doesn't have all the answers, and thus you get to a point where you either can't find the answer, or you'll use something that you believe in here to be the closest thing, and then you start having this is where I'm coming to. Then you start feeling bad. So what happens then is that feeling of bad, desperation, feeling lost, all of those feelings, your brain has told you that's what it is again, because you can't find what you're looking for. So then what happens is, and this is the key to all of this, the reason why you feel so bad and so lost is because your heart is the key to the answers, but you're not going there. You're not listening. You're doing everything else, running around like your mind tells you to. You're more involved in your mind than your heart. So I think a lot of us make the mistake that we feel there's something wrong with us and we can't find the answers, and we feel lost, and it's a snowball to the point where I say, stop. All the answers can be found in your stillness. Now that might sound a bit crazy to you guys, but there is a universal flow around us at any given moment. That's within the trees, within Mother Nature, within our fruit, within you just pick a flower up and it can speak to you. It can give you the answers. If we're able to smell, if we're able to taste, if we're able to be attuned, if we're able to go to that place where I say the most highest and most powerful place in the world is, and that is your psychic attunement. People call it the intuitive, your higher self. If you're able to go there, you get all the answers. You know what you need to eat to make you feel better. You know what to clear from your body because you feel it in your body. You know how to clear the physical and the emotional because you are now in the moment, in that present moment of your being, and you're not listening to your brain, you're actually feeling. So it is the feeling which is connected to the higher self, because what you feel is exactly what helps you attune to the answer. Have you got that, or is that a little bit too much? You see, when we come out of the womb, we're not made to think. You're not made to think. You're made to repeat. You're made to write down and memorize. But you're not really meant to think. And you'll say, well, you have to think to pass your exams. No, you're meant to memorize and come up with the answers, what you've already been told and memorized and studied. But when you pull away from that way of thinking, it's called the system thinking, which keeps you trapped and always keeps you in that system because that's all you know and it wants you to know. Once you break free from that and you start to listen to the sages, the wise, ancient mystics, the powerful people who never studied, who simply listened to their higher self, who felt with their feelings and became the ultimate powerful healers that they were, and still are to this day. Many people are amazing healers, and when you get to talk to them, they're not involved in the system. They're not involved in the brain per se. Yes, they do use the brain. Like I said to you over and over again, the brain is a beautiful thing for crossing the road and looking left and right, but it's not there for you to feel and think and try and understand certain things of your future, and bringing forward the newness and the wonders of the world, and that flow that's always around you, the voice that's always speaking to you of change, of helping you and directing you to the place where you need to be going. It's your journey and path. If you're thinking all the time, you're actually blocking your path. So how do we get there? Well, first of all, for me, the biggest part about getting to where you need to be is believing in that path where you need to be. It's trusting in your journey and not thinking about it. You see, my teachings are always trying to stop you from thinking too much, and there's a reason for that. The less you think, the more you trust. The more you trust, the more you release. The more you release, the more you feel happier. The more you feel happier and like, oh, I feel okay now because I don't have to worry about anything, because Mark says it's all as it should be. And once you do that, you then start to go into the relaxed place, which is the heart taking over the mind, because it's the mind, it's the biggest battle in the world between your heart and mind. Your mind is screaming and shouting and fearing, and your heart is saying it's okay, relax, it's okay, all the answers are here. So when you release that fear from the head, when you stop thinking too much, you then automatically feel your heart, and then your heart speaks to you by feelings, by emotions, by all of the wonderful things that, oh my God, for some reason I need a banana, or oh my God, for some reason I need to go into Mother Nature and feel, for some reason I feel like I need to go here, I need to go there. And when people say, why do you do that? I don't know, I just feel like I need to do it. I feel like I need to do it. That's when you're listening. That's when you're connected. That's when you are one with Mother Nature. That's when you are one with yourself. That's when you are the highest and most powerful energy in this world, when you feel. And that's my message today. I hope you get something from it. I'm working on my new batch of crystals. Pretty excited. Do you want to have a look at them? There you go. I'm just working on these now before they get sent off to Bajerski.com. I'm going to finish working on them, and I'm going to do a few videos on some new beautiful crystals that, you know, I haven't had for quite a few years now, so it's nice to have them back and working with them. So I'll introduce you to a few beautiful crystals that'll help you on your way. I hope you're okay, guys. I'm about to head off to my favorite place to finish my 2 books now that I've just finished, the beautiful Rewake Retreat. I want to finally, as a final thank you, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, you guys at the most amazing new, I look at you as a little seed just coming up now, and it's really lovely, and that is the company, which is Lemon House. Please remember this, guys, because they are awesome, really amazing. The team there are great. They're going to bring my first book out, which is the first crystal book I've ever written, which is The Power of Moldavite. They're going to be my publishers, and I'm really proud. I did the retreat because I believed in them. What they did on the retreat, the little things they did, how they wanted it to be, was brilliant. So I think they've proven themselves straight away to be just ethical, kind, caring, and they went over and above doing what they said they were going to do on the Rewake Retreat, which is beautiful. It's just how I work, always giving more and doing the best they can. So I was really proud to be part of Lemon House, and watch out for them. I think they're going to be huge and in the coming future, and they're going to make a difference to the world. Yeah, I love them, and that's it. So that was a big shout out to them. So thank you for trusting in me and allowing me, Don Tolman and Layla Satie, to be your first hosts of your first retreats that you're going to be doing all over the world. Good luck to your next ones, and thank you for trusting in me with all my heart, Lemon House. Thank you so much, guys, over there in LA and wherever else you all are. Yeah, whatever you're doing next, it seems an exciting journey for you guys, and I know you're going to be huge and you're going to grow because you're ethical. And yeah, ethical means, yeah, it always sits right with me when I say ethical. You really are. You're great, guys, so keep going, don't stop, And thank you so much. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your crystals last night and buying the tarot course. I think one or two of you bought the tarot course last night, so thank you for enrolling in that 10-hour tarot course. It's a life-changing thing, it truly is. Enjoy it, and just give us a couple of weeks for the cards to get to you, and then you can start the course and enjoy being one of the most powerful tarot readers in the world in a slightly different way, because these cards are going to blow you away. Enjoy the course, enjoy your crystals guys, enjoy the incense, enjoy the oils. I put my life work into them, and now I hope that people can really benefit from the oils, the crystals and the incense. Good luck guys, take care. I hope you enjoyed this video. From my heart to yours, from Bali, Ubud, have a great day. Take care, see you tomorrow.